Hi ladies, welcome back for another video. Today I want to share what's on my heart about fear. Fear has been delaying so many destinies since the beginning of time. And right now I feel like it might be delaying your destiny. Are you allowing fear-based thinking and worrying and anxiety to stop you from living the life that God has called you to live? What I'm about to share with you all about fear is something that I wish I would have known years ago. So here's the biggest mistake I've seen and witnessed in my own life when it comes to fear. And I had a good girlfriend ask me just the other day, she said, I want to do X, Y, and Z. I want to start a business. I want to be financially free. But my problem is the fear. Every time I get a new idea, I always feel fear stopping me. And then I thought to myself, wow, I used to have those same thoughts years ago. And this is the mistake that I see a lot of people making, the same mistake that I once made, allowing the fear to stop you. The fear is not going to go away completely before you get started. If you are waiting until the fear is completely gone before you take any risk, you will continue to be in the same place year after year after year. What I thought about fear was that I thought that if I prayed enough, that the fear would just magically disappear. But what God has shown me throughout all of these years is that you have to become bigger than the fear. So many people are waiting for the fear to magically disappear before they take any risk. So here's the secret to overcoming fear, is taking baby steps. Taking steps toward your goals and dreams despite of the fear that you're feeling. In the moment, pray and ask God for wisdom and strength. But as you are praying, start taking steps, because if you are waiting until the fear is gone before you take any steps, you will be in the same place, because that's just not how life works. The fear doesn't disappear out of nowhere. The fear starts to gradually fade away once you take baby steps, once you start taking risks, once you start putting yourself out there. You will get lots of great ideas. And this is something that I used to do a lot. I would get so many wonderful ideas, but then as soon as I'm ready to execute on those ideas, I would feel a sudden urge of fear. And then I would think, here's the mistake. I would think that because I felt the fear that maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe I have to wait a little bit longer. Maybe I'm not ready. Have you ever had any of those thoughts? Have you ever had a wonderful idea, but then you talked yourself out of it because of the fear? You talked yourself out of it because you thought that you might have been mistaken because you didn't feel ready. The fear will keep you feeling like you're not ready, but you have to rise up and be bigger than the fear. You are going to experience the fear along your journey. Along your journey, you are going to experience fear. You're going to experience self-doubt. That doesn't automatically mean you're doing something wrong. A lot of times, that actually means that you are doing something right. If something scares you, if you are following a dream that's so big that it scares you, that means that you are dreaming big. That means that you are trying to reach your full potential. But if you don't feel any fear at all, that's when I would be worried. If you don't feel any fear at all, then your dream is not big enough. So if you've been feeling resistance, self-doubt, and fear and procrastination, you are not overthinking. It's not that you are doing the wrong things. It's that your body is responding to you going to new levels. God is here to support you, but he's not going to do all of the work for you. He will order your steps, but you have to take the first step. God is not going to lay out the entire staircase for you. That's not moving in faith. Moving in faith is when you start taking one step after the other and trusting that God is going to lead and guide you. When I was 19, 20, 21, I had so many creative ideas coming to me. I was just bursting with creative energy. I started a blog, a YouTube channel. I wanted to learn how to become a freelance writer. I started writing a book. I actually wrote 5,000 words of that last book that I started writing years ago. I wanted to start a clothing line. I tried network marketing. I tried so many different ideas, but it seemed like I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall trying to see what would stick. And I believe that many of these ideas could have been very successful if I would have just kept going. But I would always allow that fear and that self-doubt to creep in, and it would cause me to completely stop in my tracks. And I wish I would have known sooner that just because you're feeling the fear, that's not an automatic sign for you to stop. Sometimes when you're feeling that fear, that is a sign for you to keep on going, because if you don't go through the process, you'll never grow to become the person who can have the dreams that you are trying to achieve. If you don't keep going, you will never become the person who can have a successful business, who can reach all of her goals. So if you are in that season right now where you are starting something new, I challenge you to start taking baby steps. Pray and ask God for guidance and wisdom. But as you are praying, start taking those action steps, because if you don't take those action steps, you will continue to allow the fear to overtake you every time. You have to start moving faster than the fear. The fear is going to come. You will be inspired time after time. You will have all these great ideas, and then fear is certain to follow after that. But what you do after that fear comes is what will determine if you will be successful or not. I pray that this video has blessed and encouraged you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.